So I don't know which tool you use, but me, I use enumerate for downloading my YouTube videos. So today I'm going to show you how you can rename your files and using Python. And today I'll be using a test folder. I already have it here, and this test folder has enumerate files. So where do they come from? So when you download from enumerate, this automatically comes pre-appended to it, so you can see this text comes at the first. But my hassle or my struggle is to make sure that I have real names. For example, I want here to have Dictator's Dilemma starting here as the name, not to have enumerate. If this is something you want to do, you're most welcome here. And my name is Ronnie Atuhaire, aka Afroboy Techs, and I'm glad that you chose this particular channel. So we are going to do this without using any other third party. What do I mean? We shall not install anything. We shall just do a small script. I will share the GitHub URL later on if you don't understand anything, if you're new to programming, specifically Python, and you'll go through it and you install Python. You just automatically run on your machine and just have to specify the specific folders that you are going to do. So we shall be using the OS module, that's the operating system module. So I have my file here created, that I've already created, so I can just say import OS. So before I continue, what do we want exactly to achieve? So what you want to achieve is to be able to remove enumerate that is actually here. For example, if you have 300 files, and those 300 files you take, for example, 20 seconds to really change this file. Now imagine now 20 seconds times 300, that is something close to 6,000. Yes, 6,000 seconds. Now 6,000 seconds in 2 minutes, that's something like 60 minutes, right? That's like an hour wasted. So if you don't want to waste an hour renaming files, with just an auto click, and then everything will do it. Auto run, for example, of your file, and everything changes. You're welcome here. So let's get started. So I've already created my file. I've already put the program that you shall be using, or the module you shall be using. So go ahead, identify where that folder is. For example, my folder, let me change this. For example, my folder is actually under this PC downloads test. So I could just do this, copy this, bring it over here, and that is my folder. So now I need to identify the text to remove. So the text to remove is actually going to be okay. Let me call it text to remove. Text to remove. For example, if you want to change all those files, so if we come here to our files, I don't want to hard code this. Let me come here, do an F2, then copy. So I want to be able to remove from this space up to the beginning part. So I do Control C. I paste it here. So I want to remove that from all those files. So I'm going to loop through using OS module, and then I loop through this folder. After looping through this folder, then I will be able now to do what? I will be able to remove all those files that are pre-appended with this. So if you have many, for example, as many folders, you could put this under a list, but since I don't have testing with one folder, I'm just leaving it as a string. Then after, if you are having a list, you can just loop over through these folders, doing all this on every folder. So let's proceed. So I'm going to now to be able to create a file. For example, if I want to have to know those files where they are, I can just say file names. It's going to be a list. You can do double squares, but I would prefer, like, I would go with this this video, but you could do double square brackets. Actually, then this thing I'm also really, if you want to make sure that this works, so that this is, because this is a special character and you want to escape it, you can do another escape string, or you could actually change this to a backslash, either way, or you could make this a row string. So let me change this. This. So why did I do this? Maybe you're wondering why I did this. Let me just copy it and I'll tell you why, and I'll show you why I did this. Let me do a control. Let me leave it there how it was. Let me put another one here. Let me just call this F. This is what I had to change. This is, I think, forward. This is forward. This is forward. This is back. Either way, I think this is back. Yes. So let me comment this out for now. I'm going to show you why. Let me comment this folder. It's going to be another folder. So we shall first use this, and then you see the error it brings, then you see why we did this and the alternatives. So we shall say for let's use an enumerate function. We shall say for count, let's first identify those files that actually have a y2mate. So we shall say for count, and then file in folder in enumerate. We shall say enumerate folder, then OS, we call our OS, then we list the directory. So we list everything that is in here. This is dir list directory folder. What are we doing here? We're just trying to make sure we're trying to list all the files that are actually in here. So if I did a print of count and file, you should be able to see the files that are actually here. So let me go and run this. So if you run it, you can see that you have a Unicode error, Unicode escape, can't decode bytes. That's the reason why we are doing this. Or I think you could put an R to mean a row string. Let's run it again. OS mode list of actually now list directory. Yes, should be like this. Let's run it again. Oops, now we have our stuff. So as you can see, just appending this R made our solution work. Make sure to make this a row string, not to be confused by these escape characters. So this row string, it then automatically now becomes a folder. Or you could go either way, or you could actually escape with this. I think it also works. Yes, this also should be able to work. Let me try it out. So let's run again. Yeah, it's also working. So either way, what you choose. Then now we want to be able to say if fail. Okay, let's now want to be able to identify files that have y2mate. So to do that, you can say if text remove in file print that file. So let me just comment this out for now. Save. First clear the screen. Let me change this color. Then I run again our file. Yes, so we now have only y2mate files. As you can see, our y2mate files are the only ones that are appearing now. So so far so good. Let's comment this out. So we're going to be able now to append these files that actually have y2mate under here. We're going to see why, but for now let's first do a pass and we continue. So we shall say for file in file names, for file in file names. So we want to be able now to rename those files. You've seen that actually this file that has y2mate in it, so we want to be able now to have those files separate. So to do that, we can actually come here now. We say file names dot append that file. So now here you can say for file in file names, we want now to be able to remove that. So the old name was equal to that file, but now we want a new name. A new name is going to be not having that. It's not going to have that y2mate. So basically what we're doing is we're stripping and replacing what that actual name is. So the new name is going to be that file dot replace. Shall use replace method. Then what we're replacing here is the text remove, but we're replacing it with nothing. This means nothing, so we just want to remove it, strip it off. So in order to be able to replace, we shall now have our OS functionality of renaming, and that OS functionality of renaming is going to be able to rename from old name to new name. So to do this, you just have to say os dot rename from old name to new name. As simple as that. But this will complain. Why? Let's first run it and see. Oops. As you can see, the system cannot find a file specified y2mate. Remember, every file to be specified to be seen by the system, you need to have its full path. That's something that we are missing. So the full path here is not showing, is not telling us this is not a file. This can't be recognized by the OS module, because what it recognizes is it actually also having this full path, then that file name. That's like, as you see this folder, how it is. This is the full path. So in order to have these file names, a list or array of files to be having that, we need to append the folder. So I would come here and say folder plus file, as simple as that. So now I would come and say, in order to see how many actually we've worked on, I can say for count file in file names. Now it's going to be enumerate. I love enumerate because it helps me see how much, because of the count, I usually want to see that number. So if I can say now, I could say I can just say print renamed, I can just say renamed, then say count fails successfully. So let's try to run this again. File not found. The system cannot find file specified. See users y2mate okay, there's something that we're missing. As you can see, the fail, we need to add a slash here. So what you need to do is to come here and do this. Actually, let's do two. So let's run again. Yeah, it has worked. Renamed 01 files successfully, renamed 1 files, renamed, finally renamed 8 files. Those are the 9 files that we are seeing earlier on. So let's check and see if actually these files have been renamed successfully. So let's go, and it hasn't refreshed, so let's just refresh this. Boom, everything has changed. Yes, that's it for today's video. If you've liked what you've just watched, please subscribe, and see you in the next video. Remember, if you want to loop through different folders, you could just make this a list of, just tell Python where are those files that have y2mate. For example, if you have many folders, just get all those folders and make a list here. Then that's my challenge to you. If you have many files in different folders or directories, loop through and make sure that every loop removes that y2mate successfully. And then the other challenge for you, I want you to make this script run faster. There are some things here that I've been doing, kind of like slowing this down, slowing this code. You can actually make this a function and then make it run simultaneously at once. And yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you. Stay blessed.